Hey guys, and welcome to the UBL for Season 3. My name is SareneGrace, coach of the Chicago Shaymin-Sky, and we are back for the third time in a row, technically third and a half, because we were in the D-League, just needed to prove that we could handle our uploads on time, and bar my computer exploding in the middle of the season, we did good, so they invited us back. For the draft, I don't really have any plans. I just want to draft new things and have fun. You know, I think I've really lost sight of what draft is about, and I always got caught up in winning, and when I didn't win, it really got to me. So this season, I'm just trying to have fun. Win or lose, as long as I bring something cool, or you know, do something fun with it, and use fun mons that I've never used before, and maybe some mons that I have used before. That's all I really want to do. So we're dead center in the draft. We are pick number 9. So for first round, since there's so many Pokemon that are so good, you know, I'm not too worried about whatever falls to me. Obviously, Tapu Koko went first overall. Kyurem Black went. Some big mega threats like Mega Latios went. Thank you for whoever decided Mega Latios was a good idea. I'm not looking forward to fighting that, but since we were pick number 9, we did have a mon that I have been wanting to use for a very long time fall to me, and that is Mega Lopunny. Now, this is a solid mon. It is fast, it hits hard, its speed tier allows it to be run adamant on many matchups, and I'm really excited. I cannot wait to use Mega Lopunny this season. Elemental Punches, Dual Stab, Fake Out, Last Resort combo, gets Brutal Swing in the event that you want to hit a ghost type that can maybe take away your scrappy ability, like Cofagrigus. It also has some support options like Healing Wish, Heal Bell. I've seen Cosmic Power, Mega Lopunny, thanks to Galactic Elliot. He used it in one of his leagues, and he used it pretty well, so I'll definitely be taking some inspiration from him as well. This mon is absolutely insane all by itself, and I still have 10 more mons to pick up to support it. Next mon being Victini. I can't believe this got to me. What happened? How did I get Victini? This pairs with Mega Lopunny so well. It's gonna be fun. It has so many options. I cannot stress that. And that is why it is my Z user. And in terms of the Z users, the points of the tier correlate to how many Z points it is. So, Victini is 180 points. Each team gets 200. And I'll be honest, there's not a whole lot of other mons on my team that I could really use as a Z, or at least I think my Z would be best with Victini, so running Z Victini this season. It has so many options, like I was saying. Physical, it gets Bolt Strike, V-Create, Brick Break, U-Turn. On the special side, it gets Blue Flare, Glaciate, which I'm looking forward to using as a Z move. Watch out for Ice Z for me. For people doing their research, I will run Ice Z on this, so don't be surprised. It gets D-Gleam, Energy Ball, Focus Blast, so I can run Fight Z on it too. It can be mixed, and it does have some notable support moves like Trick Room, Thunder Wave Workup, and Taunt, just to name a few of those. I really wish it got Calm Mind, but I feel like at that point it might be broken, so maybe that's why they didn't give it Calm Mind, but almost every Psychic type gets Calm Mind, except this one. What the heck, Game Freak? But yeah, on another note, with our next one here, I won't really talk a whole lot about it, since, I mean, everyone knows Sylveon by now, right? Bulky Cleric, you can run Calm Mind shenanigans. This isn't even a Psychic type and it gets Calm Mind. What's your deal, Victini? But yeah, Sylveon's relatively predictable in most of the situations you can run it. I have seen physical Sylveon before. I don't think that's something I'll be going for this season, but I mean, a cheeky fairy type quick attack could be fun to maybe play with. But it's just a solid fairy type mon overall. So moving on here, we've got Shaymin. And this is my second 100 base across the board mon, and I love Shaymin. I have used Shaymin a lot. I'm very familiar with it because I did use it in the PCL Season 2 as a Z user. Not a Z user this time around, but it will be able to take some of the cleric pressure off of Sylveon with aromatherapy. It has decent coverage, including Flying, Ground, and Psychic, along with some support moves like Leech Seed and Healing Wish. So I already have a lot of support and a lot of different things that I can use on the 4 months I've already picked. So I'm really excited so far. Haven't really gotten sniped yet, but I have a feeling that when I was drafting, I was like, I know it's coming. I know the snipes are coming, so I need to be adaptable and ready in case that happens. So for round 5, I'm realizing at this point, I need a dragon. Where are my dragons? I have none. We need to fix that. Picking up Kyurem. Solid dragon type. I haven't really used regular Kyurem. I've only ever really used Kyurem Black, and since that's no longer an option, and it would be out of my points budget anyway, I figured regular Kyurem could be a fun option. It has a decent speed tier. Its stats are pretty good. Most notably, the set that a lot of people are familiar with and have gotten walled by, myself included, is the Sub-Toxic Roost. It's a major threat for many teams, especially in combination with the other mons that I bring to the match. So hopefully I don't have to use that. It's really shitty to fight against. I know I've gotten walled by it before, so to anyone that I wall with Sub-Toxic Roost Kyurem, I apologize in advance, alright? Just come prepared for it, and don't worry about it, okay? Okay, next up, we've got Ditto. I have used Ditto a few times. I think I've used it more than a few times. Like, I can't even list what league specifically I had it in at the moment. If I remember, I'll put it in the description or something, I guess. I use Ditto as a scouting method. I also run it Scarf or E-Belt. You really cannot tell with the matchup if I'm gonna run Scarf or E-Belt. So if you come into that situation, if you have something set up on me and you think you're faster and you think you can kill me, are you faster or am I Scarfed? Or am I bluffing and I'm E-Belt? It's you to take that risk. You gotta take that risk against my Ditto. Have fun! Next up, we've got Blastoise. I needed a bulky water type and hazard removal, so Blastoise seemed like an obvious answer here. It also has decent offensive options, you know, with Scald, Hydro Pump, Dark Pulse, Aura Sphere. Like, it's a really good mon as a base form. Its Mega is also great, but for our purposes, regular Blastoise is gonna do just fine. It also gets Mirror Coat, so I'm looking forward to pulling some berry shenanigans with that this season. Next up, we've got Mandibuzz. Back-to-back electric weaknesses, but I do need that hazard removal and defog, you know, and Mandibuzz also gets Taunt, Foul Play, U-Turn, so really good support, as well as it can do some weak armor shenanigans, which I'm looking into possibly doing with some of these matchups. Could be fun. I like Mandibuzz a lot as a mon. I love its design and everything, so really looking forward to using Mandibuzz this season. Next up, we've got Electros. It has been a while since I've used Electros. It has awesome offensive options. It can be defensive, bar mold breaker. It has no weaknesses. So its move pool is so deep. There are literally so many things that I can do with Electros. You know, physical special mixed. It gets coil, acid armor. It's just gonna be so fun to use this season. I am excited for Electros. So round 10, I got sniped on Steelix, and I am very, very upset. I wanted Steelix. I wanted to get that Steel and Ground in one mon, and I'm denied that. So we pick up Fortress, which I used a lot in the PGL Season 6, and I liked it, so it really wasn't too much of a like I said, I really would have liked Steelix, but Fortress can serve my purposes just as well, if not better, because it is a rapid spinner, and it can set hazards. It can set stealth rocks, spikes, toxic spikes, like you name it, it gets it in terms of the hazards, so not a problem at all. And it's bulky enough to take a non-stab fire punch and live, and Custap Berry is an option now since that has been officially released. So Fortress is here to support and be the best boy that he can be. And then round 11, I'm really not going to talk about Marowak a whole lot. I miscalculated my points, so I thought I could only afford Marowak when I could afford Sandslash. So Marowak, I've already decided that I'm not bringing Marowak to my week 1. Heads up, week 1 opponent, not bringing Marowak. Not a good matchup for me. So I'm immediately going to be trading him out for Sandslash, which is another spinner. It's bulky, its speed tier is a little better than Marowak. It doesn't hit quite as hard, but I think the bulk is going to more than make up for that for week 2 and beyond. So Sandslash will be here. Marowak was only on the team for all of 30 seconds, and then I realized, whoops, I have enough points for Sandslash. Let's fix that. So this season, I do have a Fairy Tail theme team, nickname, scheme. I've been binge watching Fairy Tail with Joe, so I was like, you know what? we're gonna go this route, and I think all of the nicknames fit very, very well, and I'm excited for this season. Make sure to leave a like if you are excited as well. And our matchups. Let me look at our schedule here. Yeah, in terms of schedule, for week 1, we'll be taking on the Lawrence Talon Flames, coached by Jump the God. Week 2, we'll be taking on the Boland Bovines. Week 3 will be the West Virginia Miniors. Week 4 will be the New York Empoleons. Week 5, Toronto Leaf Storms. Week 6, Helsinki Hydrogons. Week 7, Crystal Palace Sands. Week 8, Copenhagen Sawsbucks. Week 9, the Wexford Whale Wards. And finally, for Week 10, we will be taking on the Nijmegen Nuz Leafs, coached by the one and only Automatic. And I think I'm most excited to fight Automatic, actually, and the the D-League champion Vepsis. Yeah, Vepsis is really good. He kicked my ass last time. So obviously, you know, I'm really looking forward to every single match, but I think versus Vepsis and Automatic are going to be my 2 most looked forward to battles this season. Make sure to leave a like if you are as excited as I am, or even if you aren't as excited, I mean, you can still leave a like, even if you have the slightest little bit of excitement in your bones for the Chicago Shaymin-Sky returning to the UBL for the 3rd season. So I will see you all next week for week 1, when we take on the Lawrence Talon Flames, coached by Jump the God. I will see you all then, but until then, remember, never fall from grace, and let's go Shy Sky!